The Golden State Warriors find themselves at a crossroads, and it's a scenario no one wanted to face this deep into the offseason. Before we get into the full scope of what's happening with Jonathan Kuminga's future, trade interest from other teams, stalled negotiations, and what this means for the Warriors' next chapter, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and hit that notification bell. Because this story might just shape the entire course of the Warriors' next season, or signal the beginning of a new era. Let's be clear, things are getting tense between the Warriors and Kuminga. Despite having early discussions about a contract extension, there has been no substantial progress. Reports indicate that the offers Golden State has made, reportedly in the $20 million per year range, haven't captured Kuminga's attention or interest. And why would they? He's coming off the best season of his young career, putting up 16.1 points, 5.2 rebounds, and 2.9 assists per game, while shooting an efficient 52.4% from the field. For a 21-year-old who spent much of the year fluctuating between starter and bench roles, those numbers scream growth and potential. But Kuminga doesn't just want a raise. He wants more responsibility. His camp has made it clear, he's looking for a place where he can become a primary scoring option, a focal point in the offense, not just a supplementary piece behind aging stars. That's the core issue. He no longer sees Golden State as a team that aligns with his ambitions. This desire for a bigger role has opened the door to sign-and-trade possibilities, and two teams have stepped into the conversation, the Sacramento Kings and the Phoenix Suns. The Kings made their intentions known by offering a package built around Devin Carter and Dario Saric. Carter, the number 13 pick in the 2024 NBA draft, is an energetic guard with two-way upside, though unproven at the NBA level. Saric, who averaged 6.6 points, 3.7 rebounds, and 1.5 assists for Golden State last season while shooting 37.6% from three, would be a familiar face, but there's a catch. Because of contract rules, Saric can't be traded until September 13th, creating a bottleneck that makes this deal impractical right now. There's also been internal discussion about including Malik Monk, who had an explosive year with Sacramento, averaging 15.9 points and 5.1 assists off the bench, but the likelihood of his inclusion seems remote given his value to the Kings' rotation. On the other side, the Phoenix Suns also showed interest, but their assets leave a lot to be desired. Reports say they've floated names like Grayson Allen, Royce O'Neal, and Nick Richards. Allen, who shot a blistering 46.1% from deep last season while averaging 13.4 points, had his best NBA year. O'Neal added reliable defense and floor spacing, putting up 7.8 points and 4.4 rebounds per game, while Richards held down the paint for Charlotte with 9.8 points and 7.4 rebounds on 68.2% shooting. Still, none of these players represent the young talent plus first-round pick combo that Golden State is holding out for. Here's where things get complicated. The Warriors are assigning high trade value to Kuminga, but at the same time, they're not willing to offer him a contract that matches that perceived worth. It's a contradiction that's created a massive wedge between the two parties. The front office views him as a prized asset in trade discussions, but they haven't shown the same conviction when it comes to committing financially or guaranteeing him a bigger role. This friction is leading to a bold possibility. Kuminga could take the $8 million qualifying offer, play one final season under team control, and hit unrestricted free agency in 2026. That would give him full freedom to choose his next destination, and more importantly, it would give him a no-trade clause for the 2025-26 season. The Warriors wouldn't be able to move him during the year, and if he walks for nothing next summer, it could go down as one of the biggest miscalculations in recent team history. And it gets even more urgent. Kuminga is set to represent DR Congo at the Afrobasket tournament starting August 12th. Playing in a competitive international event without a new deal puts both parties in a risky spot. An injury during the tournament, especially without the protection of a guaranteed contract, would turn this already fragile situation into a full-blown crisis. That risk makes it likely that some form of resolution needs to be reached in the next 2 weeks. Meanwhile, the Warriors' off-season moves have been completely paralyzed. Sources say they're waiting for clarity on the Kuminga front before moving forward with other acquisitions. Veteran big man Al Horford, who averaged 5.7 points, 6.1 rebounds, and 1.0 blocks for the Celtics last season, and DeAnthony Melton, a defensive-minded guard who posted 9.8 points and 3.3 assists per game with the Sixers, reportedly have verbal agreements with Golden State. But the deals remain unofficial, held up until the team knows whether Kuminga stays or goes. And remember the name Nikola Vucevic? The Warriors showed trade interest in him back in February. Though no current traction exists, insiders say if Vucevic gets bought out, Golden State could consider signing him on a minimum deal. The 33-year-old center is coming off a year with the Bulls in which he averaged 17.3 points, 10.9 rebounds, and 3.2 assists while shooting 48.7% from the floor. He remains a productive veteran and could fill a major hole in the Warriors' frontcourt depth if acquired. But again, it all circles back to Kuminga. Until this is resolved, nothing else can move. The Warriors' timeline is shrinking. Stephen Curry, who still posted 27.4 points, 5.3 rebounds, and 6.2 assists per game last season at age 36, deserves a roster that can support another title run. The longer the organization waits to clarify Kuminga's status, the more difficult it becomes to build around their aging superstar. So here's the reality: this is not just another contract negotiation. This is about a franchise deciding what it wants to be. Are the Warriors doubling down on experience and continuity? Or are they ready to invest in youth and let players like Kuminga become the face of the future? That decision can't wait much longer. If they mishandle this, if they fail to trade him, lose him for nothing, or damage the relationship beyond repair, it could haunt them for years. But if they act decisively, either by offering a fair extension or orchestrating a trade that brings back real assets, they might still walk away stronger. One thing's for sure: the next few weeks could decide the trajectory of Golden State's next 5 years. And we'll be here for all of it. Make sure to subscribe, drop a like, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss what comes next. Because this isn't just about Jonathan Kuminga. It's about what the Warriors will look like when the dust settles. And here's a tip from the Fan Golden State Warriors channel: study financial education and have opportunities in the financial market by studying REITs and investing in large brokerages around the world.